Skyy Moore might play his final game this weekend with the Kansas City Chiefs. The question is, will the Tennessee Titans be a possible landing spot? One current Titans media member thinks so let's talk about it next on Titan Upload. So is the former second-round pick from the Kansas City Chiefs wide receiver Skyy Moore worth a chance for the Tennessee Titans? Well, Terry McCormack thinks so, and he posted about it. Lots of talk around Kansas City that Skyy Moore might not stick with the Chiefs. Given where the Titans are in terms of needing speed and potential playmakers, I think that's worth a waiver wire gamble despite the issues. Chiefs drafted him in the second round in 2022. Seemed like Patrick Mahomes' new toy since the Chiefs traded Tyreek Hill that year in March. So far, Skyy Moore has 43 receptions, 494 yards, 1 touchdown, plus special teams experience. Is it good experience? Well, currently has 4 drops in his career, 3 muff punts, and there is some injury concerns. In the past preseason game last weekend against the Seattle Seahawks, you got to see where you get a little bit of hope, but then you get the caution, and to basically stay very, very, very far away. He dropped 2 passes, had a muff kickoff, but yet had an 88-yard punt return. But just remember, guys like Jaquan Jackson had a 90-yard kickoff return against Memphis in college, so there's that. Chiefs special teams coach Dave Tube or whatever his name is, praised his returnability, but admitted there is somewhat of a mental side that's been a hurdle. Yep, if that doesn't sound like a Tennessee Titans punt returner, I don't know what would be that. Over the past few years, the only one who can consistently catch punts is Mason Kinsey. But don't worry, they don't even allow him near the punt return spot anymore. But hey, let's bring in Skyy Moore, right, to compete with Prochet and DK. 14 returns in his career and 86 yards. That's 6.1 yards per return. And yeah, he does have 3 muff punts in the 14 returns. Oh, and just for sake of argument, Mason Kinsey has 19 returns, 138 yards, which puts him at 7.3 yards per carry. How many muff punts does Kinsey have in those 19 returns? None. 0. Nada. But yeah, Skyy Moore, bring him in. Do you think the Tennessee Titans should take a chance on Skyy Moore if he's released by the Kansas City Chiefs? Drop your comments below and let me know. I'll share my full opinion at the end of the video. Terry McCormack brings up speed. How fast is Skyy Moore? Well, he ran a 4.41 in the 40-yard dash at the 2022 NFL Combine in Indianapolis. Currently in 2 preseason games, 46.7 overall pro football grade. Did I mention he did return a punt? 88 yards versus the Seattle Seahawks this past week. So yeah, that's great. Tennessee needs speed, and they definitely need some special teams versatility. But does he fit what the Titans are trying to do right now? I mean, hey, if you bring him in right now, who are you letting go? Because right now, the Tennessee Titans wide receivers, you got Ridley Lockett, Van Jefferson, DK, Io Manor, Oliver Prochet, and even Restrepo. Which one of those from the list will you replace to put in Skyy Moore? Yeah, it's not as easy as you think, is it? You all remember how everybody wanted Elijah Moore back in the day from Ole Miss. We wanted to pair him up with A.J. Brown. And although Elijah's been okay in the beginning with the Jets, he's not been since. He's had 9 drops over the past 2 seasons, and now he's on his 3rd team with the Buffalo Bills. So putting that into context, because honestly, I'd rather take Elijah Moore at this point. But what's the issue with Skyy Moore? Well, there's inconsistent hands. Can the Titans trust him in the passing game? And what would that even look like if he drops every other pass? He seems to have a mental side that's not exactly right. And can that even be fixed at this point? And the Titans are already developing young guys. They already have young wide receivers. Which young wide receiver would you take snaps away from? And if DK out of Florida was drafted to be your punt returner, no, yeah, DK is a lot faster, I would say. Like a 4.3 in terms of quickness versus a 4.41. Yeah, I'd say that's much faster. I think the Titans would rather have him be the returner. Heck, I think many of you would take Xavier Restrepo over Skyy Moore. So you wouldn't even replace him. But on the positive note for Tennessee, he could be an explosive player like Terry McCormack says. I don't know about the playmaker status that Terry mentions, but, you know, he's maybe worth a flyer, I guess. He would give you another guy for special teams that has experience, maybe muffing the ball. And he would add another slot guy in the mix that you could put him in with Cam Ward. And who knows, maybe, you know, if Cam Ward is Patrick Mahomes. But that really doesn't work in my argument either, because Patrick Mahomes couldn't get anything out of this guy. So for my closing argument, if the Titans want to add a cheap, speedy playmaker who still has upside, Skyy Moore could be worth a look. But I don't know if he has upside, and I don't know if he's a playmaker. So there's that. Question is, would you take a chance? Personally, this is an easy, oh heck no, I'm not taking a chance on this guy. Not only has he been playing with the best QB, like I mentioned on Planet, over the past 3 years, he's got 3 muffs and 14 returns. I mean, yeah, that's even more than Jaquan Jackson and Kyle Phillips combined. Well, maybe not so much, but you get the point. How bad has Moore been lately? In 2024, he had a Pro Football Focus grade of a 39.7. And get this, he had 2 drops. But ask the question, everybody, how many targets did he have? I'm going to answer that for you. He had 2. That's right. 2. That's pathetic. Currently in this preseason of 2025, he's played in 2 games and he's got an overall Pro Football Focus grade of a 46.7. So yeah, I'm going to take my chances with Oliver, Prochet, Restrepo, or even Kinsey. So again, comment below and let me know why the Titans should take a chance on this guy or should stay very, very, very far away. Don't forget to tighten up that like button, hit that subscribe button for the latest Titans content and reactions. Until next time, take care and tighten up.